Hey folks, this is Kalani, going to be looking at the Expert Technologist research tree and some of the schematics. Now I do have this leveled up on the PTR so we can have a look at pretty much everything. Your Expert Technologist research tree is split into a few sections. You've got your medishots, your field techs, your relic parts and cores, and then your gadgets. So the medishots are pretty much what you'd expect. You go down, get some medishots, get some boosts. Bear in mind, these seem to be relatively strong, I have to admit, which is going to be really interesting, especially because all the up-and-coming raiders are going to want to get their hands on these if they haven't got a technologist in-house. So you might be able to make a little bit of money off those, but you've got your crit hit boosts, your strike through boosts. You need to go all the way down to the bottom to get your stat boosts in your brutality, finesse, moxie, etc. Bear in mind, these are 71 stat boosts, which is pretty cool. I imagine folk will be making a little bit of bank off those, but these do require Elden data fragments. Now down at the bottom there for the boosts is 6 each, so you'll need 6 to get the med supplies and then another 6 I believe to get the boosts. Yep, another 6 for the boosts. So stock up your data fragments. If you're a technologist, I'd recommend getting another expert trade skill currently and do the data for that, get the elder fragments that way. For your field techs, I don't know a great deal about field techs, but these seem to be pretty nice, having the ability to steal life all the way down. It's strike through and life. It seems to continue that way. You've got deflect and deflect crit. Oops. We have crit hit boost once again, and cleave. Landing a hit grants a 25% chance to deal 454 damage to 3 foes within 5 meters. That's pretty cool. That'll be fun on a warrior. And then we've got grenades and more life drain, and then down at the bottom we've got strike through boost again, but it's after landing a hit or heal. Not entirely sure. Some of these are kind of interesting. I wonder if you can use them without being a technologist. I'm not entirely sure, but those are cool. And then the part that I'm more interested in, you've got your relic parts and your cores. Now, Expert Technologist Research does allow you to create hybrid cores as well as refined cores. Refined hybrid cores. But then we've got one at the bottom, Luminite Hybrid Power Core. Now, this needs Luminite, which I can't say I've ever seen before, but right down at the bottom this is going to cost you 18 Elder Data Fragments. So some of these are going to be kind of interesting. Definitely interesting. So some of the materials are new, obviously, as you can see, but Sign of Logic Elden is used a lot in these, so I'd recommend getting your hands on those if you're a technologist wanting to do this relatively quickly, otherwise they're going to shoot up in price. You can see those cores at the end are going to be very expensive, with 1 Sign of Logic, 4 Sign of Elden Fusion, and then a few Elden Accelerons on top. But you need one of those for each Luminite hybrid power core, as well as a hybrid power core Luminite, and then yeah, that's going to be expensive, I think, but potentially worthwhile. So you got your gadgets on the other side. Gadget that makes you invulnerable, I guess. I'm hoping that's a bug, because that's a lot of armor. And then we've got one up at the top, which is going to be interesting for DPS, to dissolve armor of 5 foes. It's kind of interesting. But everything seems to be there, which is nice. Finally get Expert Technologist Research. You can see very quickly going through, it's going to use most of the materials that you'd use for Expert anyway. So you've got your Blood Briars, all of your... Let's have a look down at the medishots. You've got your Morning Star. So pretty much everything you've been using for Expert, just a little bit additional. Ooh, that's interesting. Hybrid power cores requiring weak hybrid power cores. Those are available from the crafting vouchers vendor, obviously, but that's interesting. That's going to gate your crafting no matter how many materials you have, because you can only get a certain amount of those per day. But That's an interesting little find. And then obviously with Eldon accelerons being used everywhere, signs of logic and fusion being used everywhere, those are going to be pretty expensive, but that's kinetic omniplasm as well, in case you were wondering. Yeah, I think quite a few of these are going to be very expensive indeed, but all of it uses data fragments as well to unlock these schematics. So that's one of the main things that I was interested in. Go ahead and save up your data fragments, save up all your herbs, save up all your signs of Eldon, yeah, fusion and logic, there we go, and you should be in a good place come drop 3 for your expert technologist research. Save it with crafting vouchers as well, obviously, to buy the schematics and to buy weak hybrid cores. So that's a little peep through the window. I want some of these field techs. Some of these look really, really cool. Not bad. Alright, so that's pretty much all I can show you for expert technologist research. It's really easy to level up on the PTR. If you've already leveled technologist, you'll know what you're getting yourself in for if you want to have a closer look at anything. But that's it for this video. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.